I love their subcoats, to be fair.
Yeah.
Are we on? Are we starting? Are we on? It's on. Are you sure? Go. Go. Sorry. Okay. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. My name's Anne. I'm here with Ellis. Is it working? Is it working? Oh. Okay. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties here at Peffermill today. It's a little bit windy. The game's just about to kick off. As you can hear, Edinburgh Uni are doing their typical fired up.
I remember when we were at uni, it was Eva that did this. She's very good at it. Very loud.
I meant to say Ellis and I are alumni of Edinburgh Uni, so we're going to try our best to keep the commentary as unbiased as we can.
Can't make any big promises.
Can't make any promises. Yes, it's going to be a big match up today. They have played once. Edinburgh and Exeter have played once before, which I came away with an Edinburgh Uni win, 1914. But there's a lot of different faces in both sides today, so I think it's going to be a good contest.
And obviously Edinburgh now have the home advantage, so we'll see, because we know that Peffermill does have a wee climate of its own. Although it's pretty nice today, pretty calm. We're quite excited.
Yeah, it's usually a wee bit windy here, but actually it's probably a perfect conditions for rugby. Kicking off, line out goes to Uni, which is a really good start, really good territory gain for them. They can really hopefully get a good clean line out drill and make their way into Exeter 22. Else, who are some big faces to look out for today? Who do you think is going to make a big impact on the game?
So it's exciting to see. We've got Meryl in at 10. She's come off the back now of the World Cup and had a great game on Saturday for the Thistles. Oh, so I think that's the throw, not straight.
Yep, first scrum of the game, so it'll be an interesting. They're both quite physical sides. I know that Exeter bring quite a bit in the set piece, so I think this is going to be a good contest. We've obviously got Eliane, who's internationally capped for Scotland, in at prop, so I think it's going to be a good contest there.
Yeah, she's another one just off the back of the World Cup as well, so I'm excited just to see how she goes in this game.
Definitely.
Also got a new hooker in for Edinburgh Uni today, Polly. She's played her games with the ones and the twos this season, so she'll be excited for her first, maybe second start this season.
Mm-hmm. So Exeter win clean ball there, make a good gain line. Hopefully they'll be looking to probably exit from their own half and put Edinburgh to real pressure.
Lovely tackle there from Eva Donaldson, who's captain today after Sarah Denham's the usual captain's out with an ankle injury, so that was a great hit from her leading the line.
How big of a loss do you think Sarah will be to the squad, Ellis?
I think, obviously it's a massive loss, and from leadership perspective, thankfully they do have a really strong backline, and they've got a lot of depth there, so hopefully it won't be too detrimental, but I know the girls will definitely be feeling a bit lost without her.
Yeah, a big day for a lot of people to step up into that leadership role and hopefully make their mark on the game. Meryl Smith, one of them, Eva Donaldson, as you mentioned, Eliane, Holly McIntyre, all got a wealth of experience. So hopefully they can step up and take on some of that leadership responsibility.
It's a nice scrum from Uni, but I think Exeter.
As a front row myself, there is nothing worse than a reset scrum.
Hopefully feels nice.
Hopefully that does not continue for the rest of the game. We can get a nice clean ball.
I think Uni just need to get a little bit lower there. I think they got popped up there from the Exeter front row, who are definitely experienced. I remember playing against a couple of the Exeter front row, so it's definitely got some years experience in this team.
Some fond memories at Sandy Park.
Not sure how fond.
That's a bit better for me. They're nice and low. Nice and
a lovely line there from Holly McIntyre, I think, to get a wee tip from Meryl.
Good feet from Eva, nice fend, but Exeter managed to drive her backwards.
Here's Eliane in action. Lovely.
She's a really strong ball carrier. I'd say it's one of her biggest strengths is her ball carrying ability.
100%. Exeter do have really great line speed here. They're getting up and putting pressure on Uni, causing those little mistakes. Hoping that Edinburgh Uni can sort of clean that up and carry a bit more, I think.
So far have had a really strong defensive game. Edinburgh now behind the gain line. But these two sides are very close in the league. I think Edinburgh's second in the league and Exeter is third. So this game and points is going to be really key to positioning. So hopefully both teams can put a really good performance. Definitely will need some bonus point wins, 4 tries, to guarantee Edinburgh Uni progress.
That's another nice link up there between Meryl and Holly. Oh, and Meryl's got a wee line break there from a nice offload from Rhea. She's got support on her shoulder, but ball just can't get away. Hopefully, they can just play on top here, keep it moving through the hands.
Some really good scramble D from Exeter to stop that.
This is
Oh.
Paulina on the ball here, so she's got some caps for Sweden Sevens, I think, and she's I think looking to get some 15s experience this season, with the national side.
That's some really, really strong defence from Exeter there, forcing that error. But actually, I think they're going back for an advantage. We've also got an Exeter player down. Can't see who it is at the moment, but hopefully it's nothing too serious. She does look in a bit of discomfort though. I think there's a wee break in play which will give players a chance to catch their breaths, focus. It's obviously started 0-0 still. 4 minutes down. Edinburgh have had some good early pressure. They're very much dominant in the territory battle. I think Exeter will probably be looking to clear their lines here and put pressure back on Edinburgh in their own half. But it's nice to see that the Exeter players up and running. And I think she's rejoining the game.
Absolutely, I think I think she's playing on, which is ideal, and we'll hopefully see. So quite a few of the Edinburgh players. I think it was 8 university players were also playing on Saturday. So we're hoping that they've not got too tired bodies and they're able to keep their performances up. But I think it will also give an opportunity at halftime for some players who are on the bench to get a good bit of game time and show up for uni as well. So I'm excited to see that mix up and different faces on the pitch.
Yeah, it's nice to see Ellie Burr back on the wing at number 11. She's very versatile, some great defensive pick. She's great in her defence. Really brings a lot to the squad. A really dominant scrum there from Uni actually. But Exeter managed to get the ball. I think there's an advantage for a high tackle.
Yeah, you need to watch that. I think refs are going to be really, really strict on that for the foreseeable. It's not something that people can get away with, which is really good. Keeps the game safe.
Yeah, especially with the new laws. I know there's quite a lot of controversy over the new tackle height that's being trialled at the moment, but I do think safety of the players has to come first. So definitely something to keep an eye out.
Got another line out here, so interesting to see if we can get a straight ball this time.
It's a wee bit windy. Obviously, we were mentioning Peppermill does have its own microclimate, and the wind is like nowhere else. So I do feel for the hookers. I know that you have had your fair share of experiences throwing here at Peppermill.
Absolutely, Peppermill is inconsistency the best at weather. You kind of get gusts out of nowhere, but I think we've got a nice straight ball there. A lovely line out from Exeter there actually, and a lovely driving ball. Oh, unfortunately not quite as lovely.
Attempted quick tap there from the 7 Siobhan McGinley, but it's brought back and I think we're going to take it slow and try and get some. Oh no, another tap and go. My apologies.
A lovely carry there from Eva, really direct, and she upped her pace there going into contact. It's lovely to see.
Edinburgh looking to move the ball wide, crash up the middle with Holly McIntyre. If they can get some quick ball, they might have some space on the edge, but a really good fold from Exeter actually. And again, they forced the error.
That was well picked up by number 14, Paulina, with a lot of pressure from Exeter. They're doing very well defensively here.
A snipe from Rhea Clark there, managed to make a couple metres, but Exeter are hot on that ball.
Exeter's pressure here is it's unbelievable. I think Uni are doing quite well to handle it, but the line speed is really, really good. It's putting them under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, they always seem to have numbers on feet. A green and white wall in front of Edinburgh running into right now. But again, Edinburgh sustaining some good pressure. Again, they forced the error. The only thing is Exeter will be looking to try and use these forced errors to kind of make their way up the pitch a little bit more.
100%. I think Exeter are bringing a lot of physicality today, and I think that's something that's definitely helped them this season. We know at the start of the season they won against Gloucester Heartbreak, who are current league toppers. So this is definitely going to be a really interesting matchup on the physicality battle.
Yeah, I think that win definitely shows that they can put out a good performance. So I think this is going to be a tough side for Edinburgh Uni to compete against. But they've actually managed to turn over the ball, and Kira McCullough is charging up. Oh, she's tackled very well though by the Exeter. Oh, penalty for holding on. He's given that very quickly.
Yeah.
But I do think they are hot on that as well, referee. As soon as the ball's lifted, which is a new rule change now that you need to lift the ball, but as soon as that is lifted, then they give the penalty, really helping the defending teams there to try and win some more penalties.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Edinburgh need to be careful here not to get into an arm wrestle with Exeter, because they do have pace on the wing, they've got pace through the backs, but getting into that arm wrestle with Exeter, I don't know if that's always going to go their way. Exeter bring a lot of physicality, they've got a lot of brilliant ball carriers, and big tackles are going in, so it's just a tactical decision now from Edinburgh United to see how they play the rest of this game, how it unfolds.
Yeah, us Scots are not renowned for being the biggest of teams. I do think it's the lack of vitamin D that we have here in Scotland. But we do have other skills, so I think that would be good if they could utilise them.
That was a good fend there from Polly. I think she'll be happy with that. This is Jess McCulloch now on the carry.
If Edinburgh managed to ship the ball wide, I think they've got a bit of an overlap. But Meryl Smith does some good offloads, and we managed to get the ball wide to Abby. Abby Bruce is tearing up the wing. Polly now's got some space. I think they should score here if they get it down. A really good cover defence tackle from number 15 from Exeter. They've done very well there to scramble back.
Are close to the line now, so it's how they choose to tackle this.
I think
They're
it's
slowing it down.
big game management. And that's a try for Edinburgh. First try for Edinburgh. Scored by number 8, Kira McCullough.
That's 10 minutes into the game.
I think a really well worked try there from Edinburgh United. They've kept the pressure on, stayed in their 22. Exeter did put up a really good fight to try and stop it, but ultimately I think the pressure was just too much. And that was a really good start for Edinburgh Uni.
Absolutely, and I think they're it was very evident the experience, the knowing where the players are going to be, getting the offloads away, keeping the momentum and staying on top of Exeter there. It was really really well worked in this middle of the pitch there, before that break.
Yeah, back's doing really well at keeping the ball alive. Some really good handling skills. This should be a fairly easy kick for Meryl Smith, but like we did say, it's a tad windy, but I'm sure she'll be absolutely fine.
Meryl's well known for missing all her kicks in the warm up and then miraculously getting incredibly good kicks in the game. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, very very good place kicker in Meryl here. I think she'll be hoping for game time in the Six Nations, so this will be a good game for her to get more game time and put on a show for the coaches.
Commentator's curse.
Absolutely.
She's just missed the kick. But to be fair, she's been very good at kicking from hand and has been a vital part in the first try for Edinburgh United, keeping the ball alive and breaking gain line.
As I said as well, the easy kicks are not always the easiest because that's the most pressure, isn't it? So wait till there'll be a touchline kick and she'll get it easily.
Slot one from 60 metres out.
That was her at the weekend against Wales Development. She played for the Thistles and she slotted 2 kicks, I think, from literally the touchline. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of that later on if there's more tries.
Maybe we drop goal to win the game.
Maybe. So it's now Exeter kicking off.
So I don't know if you can see the score. It's 5-0 to Edinburgh Uni with 12 minutes gone.
That was caught by Eva Donaldson now. It's interesting to see how they play this. They're going for a carry.
Edinburgh looking to play out of their own 22. They've obviously got a lot of confidence after that first score. Trying to ship the ball wide.
Exeter again, I was about to say bringing the physicality and the contact, but they've just let Tash sneak through. A lovely offload to Shiv there.
Edinburgh managed to move the ball quickly, get the ball to Holly McIntyre on the wing, 2v1, brilliant. Paulina comes down, another great offload. Holly McIntyre looks like she's about to score again for Edinburgh. And another perfect offload to Eliane.
A score there for Eliane, she'll be happy with that. And again, the back's moving the ball lovely there. It was really, really, really great momentum and continuity there from the Edinburgh backs to give it into prop Eliane to score.
Easiest try she scores all year, that one.
Literally.
I think if Exeter want to stay in this game, they're going to really need to nullify Edinburgh's offloading game because I think that's what's killing them at the moment.
100%. The first 5 minutes, they had 2 people in every tackle. They seem to have kind of backed off that a little bit. Maybe a bit difficult. It's hard to get 2 people in every tackle. Required a lot of folding and a lot of chat. So we'll see, and we'll see if they can nullify that, as you said.
Kick in the same place from Meryl Smith. Let's see if she's successful in this one. She's not going to be happy with this when
Right,
she hears
maybe
this commentary.
a moment of silence for the kicker. Let's see.
You can hear a pin drop in Peppermill right now.
God, I'm nervous.
Safer, I couldn't be a place kicker.
Never.
Stress.
Never. Horrifying. Oh, and they're all setting up to chase us down. And she slots it.
Lovely.
Lovely. Lovely kick from
Great
Meryl
work
there.
from Meryl Smith.
That will be taking the score to 12-0 to Edinburgh with, 15 minutes gone?
Yeah.
15 minutes gone.
So it took Edinburgh a couple 5-10 minutes to get into the game, but now they're in the game. That's 2 tries in quick succession. So Exeter are looking to strike back here and not make it a common theme, because when someone scores on you, it's quite difficult to come back from that.
Absolutely. I think it's mental toughness there, isn't it? Coming from under your post to put on a big chase on the kick. Notice it's interesting. They've went to the exact same place, the exact same person catching the ball there, but this time Eva's going for a bit of a run.
Great tackle there from the Exeter. Can't see what position she is, but I think she might be a prop. But it was a great dominant tackle.
Brilliant carry from Eliane there, but unfortunately the offload's just slipped out of the hands of Jess McCulloch, I think.
Edinburgh needs to be careful not to overplay in their own 22. The offloads are working, but they don't want to make an error and then give back possession to Exeter.
Exeter are also putting in that constant jackal threat, which is meaning that Edinburgh are going to need to put those extra people in the ruck and try and take away that threat.
Sorry, the sprinklers have just come on behind us and we are now getting soaked.
We'll work through it though, bringing you the live stream, obviously.
We will commentate through any conditions. Rest assured, you will be getting minute by minute updates regardless.
People are screaming and running. We are getting soaking. It's getting bad. I feel like I'm at a water park.
Did not bring a waterproof, how silly.
I'm not sure if you can see the mist right now in the live stream video. It is coming over the pitch now. I think the girls are probably getting soaked as well.
Cool them down. Great tackle there from Rhea. Unfortunately, just slips off, but initial a really great hit.
It's exciting now to see Exeter managing to play up in Edinburgh's 22. I wonder if they can use that momentum again, as Edinburgh did, to get a score on the board here.
Some really nice offloading there from Exeter as well. They've got some really good momentum, playing some quick ball. Although the Edinburgh Uni's defensive line does look very strong, very well spaced out. But Exeter continue to make big punctures up the middle.
I think that was the Exeter 6 there. She had a really, really great injection of pace. Oh, lovely tackle though from
Eliane Clark.
Eliane Clark. She's famous for that. Big hit. A few great photos of her. Absolutely leathering someone.
See, I'm glad that she plays with my team and not someone else's.
Absolutely not someone I'd want to play against.
Although one of the nicest people, would never think it. One of the nicest people, but get her on our pitch and she will end you.
There's another nice tackle there from, I think that's Natalie. Just spending a little bit of time in tackle there, allowing Edinburgh to fold around the corner. It's like a really good way to get defence set, especially when you're on your line. Oh, but Exeter have scored a try there. Well,
that was some really good sustained pressure from Exeter, doing exactly what Edinburgh did to them in their up in their 22. Continues to get momentum, really quick ball, and eventually it was just too much power for Edinburgh to handle. And again, this should be a relatively easy kick, very near the sticks.
Absolutely, and Exeter are doing really well to secure the rucks quickly, to keep that momentum, keep pressure on Edinburgh, and not let them slip.
You'll be glad to know that the downpour has stopped. I know everyone was very concerned, but the downpour has stopped. So
I would love for someone to also let me know why we water artificial pitches.
it's a very good point.
Yeah.
I'm not a groundsman, but
no, why are we watering the artificial? Oh no, there's more mist now on the right hand side of the pitch, so that'll be Edinburgh's try line, very slippy.
Edinburgh will be looking for a big response here. That was a nice 7-pointer for Exeter. She takes the score to 12-7, so there's only one try in it. If Exeter can keep that pressure on and that momentum.
Sorry that we took a little bit longer to tell you about that kick there. We were a little bit distracted by the mist. It has now completely gone, so thankfully we will be back to the game and the game only.
You have our full undivided attention.
Oh, a lovely block there by, I think that was Eva. I'm not 100% sure, but that was a lovely block of that kick, which means that it's a Edinburgh University line out. in the extra half, which is exciting. Never mind, it is an extra line out. Lied to you there, sorry about that.
I feel like I could have told you that.
Sorry.
The wind has just picked up, so we'll see how straight this throw is. Pretty straight, but Eva Donaldson managed to get a hand to it. Although it will now be extra line out, some really good pressure. Hopefully, put some doubt in the mind of the extra line out and make a mistake.
100%. I think they've got experience in their hooker there. I think she's their captain, the extra hooker. So hopefully she's got the experience to sort of just rejig, get into it, and do it again. But yeah, and a steal there, I think, from Edinburgh.
Yeah, really good work in the line out there.
It's gone to Jess McCulloch to make a carry up the middle here.
Yeah, but
Edinburgh getting good quick ball here. Miss past to Holly McIntyre. Lovely fend, offload.
Space on the wing, great 2v1 there. Paulina gets the ball, charges up the wing. Tackled very well by the extra 15.
Unfortunately, I think she was just held there. She thought she wasn't, tried to get back up, but so it'll be an extra penalty. I think they're choosing to go for the line out here, so we'll get to see the 10 kicking it out.
Good opportunity for Exeter to relieve some pressure and start their own attacking platform.
Got quite a good crowd here at Fortress Peffermill.
Fortress Peffermill.
Yeah, that's what it's called to the locals. Fortress Peffermill.
Yeah, it's nice to see a lot of friends and family come down and support the teams. I'm not sure how many Exeter fans will be here. That would be some dedication if they come all the way down from Exeter.
Lovely ball from the hooker there to the middle of the line out. Unfortunately, I think that what was that?
A lot of arguing from the Exeter players there. They need to be careful. The ref will march them back 10 metres.
Quick tap from Rhea into the hands of Natasha Logan, who's done a lovely carry there. She always has the best support. A wee shout out to Ali
Lovely
Logan.
inside ball there from Meryl to Siobhan. Siobhan has just forced that offload a little bit.
Yeah, so that's put Edinburgh back into defence. I think you're right, Anne, with Edinburgh there. We need to be careful not to force the offload. Sometimes it's brilliant for the game, but sometimes it just takes that one mistake, and we've unfortunately turned over possession.
I think that'll be up to pitch leaders to kind of make that decision for game management, like when that's on, when the offloads are on, and when they need to maybe just take the ball up the jumper and make some gain line and get into their own 22.
100%, and it's hard to tell. I think if you've got comms coming from the other players that they want the ball, sometimes you just try and get it away, and I think that's one of Shiv's massive strengths in a game is continuity and getting the ball away. I think just there was maybe the wrong decision, but I'm hoping that we see a little bit more of that from her throughout the game, and hopefully it pulls off.
Yeah, there is a lot of experience in this university team. There's a lot of people in their final year, in their third year. There's a few new faces, or first year freshers as they're colloquially known.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of experience. You've got Eva Donaldson, Natasha Logan, Meryl Smith, all in their third or fourth year. So there has a girl's been playing for a few years in this league. One of the top league for women's rugby, university rugby in the UK. Edinburgh Uni are the only Scottish team in the league, which is a big achievement for them. So yeah, this is a really good showcase for women's university rugby in the UK, and I hope you're all enjoying it so far.
Wow. Massive hit. Sorry, that was a huge hit from Exeter's number
3 and 5.
3 and 5, yeah, lovely. That's what I was talking about earlier with those doubled hits. That's what they need to start doing to nullify that offload game from Edinburgh. So I think that was a really, really great defensive set from Exeter. Fortunately, Uni are just sort of moving back here, so hopefully they can start gaining some territory.
Edinburgh really should be looking to move that point of contact to stop that, which is what they were doing the offloads well. Edinburgh have come away with a scrum there, and there was a slight fumble with the ball. Exeter must have knocked the ball on, and Edinburgh Uni now have a scrum. Only one of the second or third scrum of the game. There's not been too many scrums in this game, which I'm sure everyone will probably be quite pleased about.
Yeah, we'll see if Edinburgh Uni can sort of keep that low height. I think they were popped up quite badly by the Exeter front row. There's just a lot of experience there, and a lot of physicality. A very strong front row from Exeter, so hopefully Edinburgh can sort of keep low and make it a bit more of a stable platform. The wind's really picked up here at Fortress Peffermill.
Oh, Exeter get a really good shove on, but I think they were pushing before the ball was in. So Edinburgh now have a penalty. Oh, Meryl Smith is not happy about that decision from the referee, but the ball will go back to the mark, which I do think Rhea might take quickly, or looks like she's setting up to take the ball quickly.
That's something Rhea Clark very good at. She likes to speed up the game and take quick penalties, and she gets the ball away very quickly from rucks. She's a really good player to energise the team, and that's what I think she's been doing all game. She's been getting the ball away really fast, and that's been really great to create that momentum that Edinburgh really like to play with. Lovely carry there from Natalie, I think.
Not a lot of kicking from hand going on. I'm not sure if that's to do with the wind or the game plan, but Edinburgh are really looking to play, not looking to kick really whatsoever. Unlucky there from Siobhan. Thought that was a really good clear up, but she's just come off her feet. So it's a penalty to Exeter.
You can hear the Edinburgh captain for this game, Eva Donaldson, just instructing her team spread out, make sure they've got a nice defensive line. Even if the Exeter team do kick, it's always good to get that face up. See the Edinburgh subs warming up, walking across your screen there. Apologies, just getting their runs in.
It's a Exeter line out, just waiting on a ball. Oh, a nice kick
lovely
there from the referees. Got a boot,
maybe a player himself.
maybe in the wrong profession.
So we'll see what Exeter do here. Oh, lovely throw from the hooker.
Good line out there from Exeter. Continue to march up the field.
It's a great drive they've got there as well. I think Edinburgh were standing off at the start, have now decided to hit. But Exeter have got a really great driving maul going here. They're making their way right up the pitch.
Those are really hard to stop when they get momentum. It's hard to bring them down legally. I don't know, Exeter have got the advantage there, so Edinburgh have brought it down illegally.
Lovely hit there though from, I think that was Alex. And again from Eliane, another great hit, and doubled up again with Kira there.
Exeter continuing to make gain line though. They're now shipping the ball to the wing. Great tackle from Paulina there. I think they've gone back for the penalty advantage though from that bringing that maul down illegally, but we've got an Exeter player down injured, so there will be time off. It's a good time to Ellis. Who do you think's been standing out so far in the game from both sides?
I think there's been some great runs from the Exeter number 6. She just injects a little bit of pace, I think, into her carries, which is really something you want to see in these types of games. And there's been some really strong lineouts from the front row. I think from the uni perspective, there's been a lot of standout players. Meryl's moving the ball very well. Lots of great offloads from all of the backs, actually. And the forwards, like we're seeing some great carries from Eva, from Eliane, Holly. I've seen a few great carries from her, which I'm sure she'll be really happy about. So yeah, it's still anyone's game, really. I think. In terms of who's playing well, but I'm excited to keep seeing them match up. They're matching up really well right now. What about you?
I think I would agree. Extra number 6 is putting some really big hits as well, some really dominant collisions. I think as a defensive unit, they're working very well. The 15 and the wingers have made some really great cover tackles to keep Edinburgh out. Their back three have been playing very well. I think from Edinburgh, again, Eliane making some really big hits, Eva making some really good carries, some great footwork, some great fends. Holly McIntyre as well. Always there on the shoulder for an offload and always giving some very good offloads. So I would agree. But I think Hannah Spears has actually just come onto the pitch for Edinburgh. Don't know who she's replaced. She's replaced Paulina. I think it's an injury. I think it was a head knock. So Hannah Spears has come on again. Relatively new to this Edinburgh Uni squad, but has got a wealth of experience in other programmes with Scottish Touch and Sevens as well. She's quite quick as well, so I think she'll bring a lot to the team today, and hopefully she can make her mark in this game.
I think that was an Edinburgh penalty now. Didn't quite see what that was for, but Meryl's gone to kick it out, and it'll be an Edinburgh line out.
She's kicked it out over the fence to the football that's going on the other side. So slow the game down a little bit.
Love to make things difficult.
We say this all in good fun. Just so
All in
everyone's
good
aware.
spirits. All in good spirits.
We are Meryl's friends.
Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, they're still waiting for a ball. Do you know what? That was a brilliant idea. Just
Good
get a wee rest.
Yeah. Take the pace out of the game. Probably intentional from Meryl there. Very good game management, I think. Good decision.
100%, and that's what we're expecting from our leaders today. We bit of game management, kick the ball out over the fence, give the players a break, and set a platform for the rest of the game. You see Claire Cruikshank, head of this team. She's the head coach for Edinburgh Uni and also for the Thistles, which is the Scotland development side. She's shouting on about the ball being over the fence because I don't think anyone's actually figured it out. Oh no, there we go. We've got the ball. Unfortunately, just a little bit of an overthrow, missed timing there from the hooker, but managed to keep possession, and it's a lovely carry there from Alex. Oh, lovely tackle from, who was that? Number 12 from Exeter. That was a great hit. Although she's looking a wee bit, is she okay?
Walking away gingerly.
Another
Crash
great
up
hit.
there from Holly, but well met by the extra defence. Edinburgh seem to be stuck in their own 22 at the moment, struggling to get out. I wonder if they'll look to exit here from a kick or if they'll continue to run it out.
I think Exeter have got the hang of this double hit thing again. It's making a big difference, I think, to their defence, making sure they've got two people in the tackle to stop that offload. It just stops continuity completely.
Yep, Edinburgh struggling to get out. Here, Meryl Smith takes the ball on. She carries the ball on herself, though. Still within the Edinburgh 22.
I think Edinburgh would really benefit from a kicking game here. I know there's a little bit of a breeze, but we're playing a lot in our 22, and players are getting tired that way. Sometimes good to get a little bit of territory from a wee kick out of your 22. Not that I would know.
Again, Edinburgh looking to move the ball within their own 22. The ball gets moved wide by Meryl. Eliane takes on the ball, making it just out of the 22 now. Again, wondering if Edinburgh have got an exit opportunity here via Meryl or another one of the backs. I think Exeter have now turned over the ball, which is what we were worried about with the amount of pressure that Exeter are putting on them, that they've now coughed up the ball. So Exeter are now storming back into the 22.
100%. Just takes that one messy ruck and Exeter have suddenly got possession. So I just think Edinburgh definitely need to think about those options that they have in the 22 and if they can relieve a little bit of pressure.
Carry the ball up well there by the Exeter forwards. Ball moving to the wide channel. Sorry, we're struggling to see.
Just going to nip over and tell the subs to sit down so that we can see the game.
Great, thank you very much. Exeter continues to carry the ball up with the forwards. They're really getting some good momentum now. Backs now taking a turn to carry up, but really good defence there from Edinburgh. Sorry.
Hopefully, we've got a bit of a better view now, apart from coaches Claire Cruikshank and Aaron, who are blocking the view.
Luckily, Shanks is quite small, so we can see over. I think that ball's been held up there by Edinburgh. Some really good scramble defence. They'll now get a 22 drop out, which hopefully can. Oh no, we've done a short kick, which has been gathered up by Exeter, who now turned over the ball. You think they maybe just want to slow the game down just there and try and clear their own lines, but they chose to go, obviously looking to put tempo into the game. Are really good there, double defence, but I think, they have a penalty advantage, so Exeter have got a penalty for offside.
It's just an interesting way to play the game. I really think Edinburgh needs to kind of have a think. Hopefully at half time we'll have a chat about options that they have in their 22.
Yeah, especially they're a try up, so you'd think they'd be looking to kind of gain some territory. They're obviously wanting to play, is there? Oh, I think Exeter's pressure has managed to break the Edinburgh defensive line and now have scored. I think I can't see who it was scored. I think it was maybe their captain, the hooker.
I think so, yeah. I think they've got 7 minutes of this half now left to play. So I think
we've got 2 subs. I think. Oh no, they just.
Unsure if the subs are coming on right now or if they are just coming over to do the water. But if so, that would be a prop and I think a back row on Audra.
Yeah, Hannah McMahon on at prop and Audra on at back row.
Well, we'll see when they come back out into the game whether or not those subs have been made and who's coming off. But yeah, 10's got a hopefully easy kick here, but I wouldn't want to curse her like we did Meryl on the first one.
I know, poor girl.
Interesting that so obviously Exeter, when there's a kick they always chase, but Edinburgh are choosing to use this time to get a chat in. But she makes a kick anyway. Lovely kick from her.
That takes the score to 14-12 to Exeter. 7 minutes to go.
It's a shame for Edinburgh University there. They've just sort of taken the foot off the pedal a little bit, but taking the foot off the accelerator. Some of the carries they're getting not as good, and they're not giving those tip balls, and the offloads aren't quite pulling off. I think they really need to get the energy back up. Hopefully, maybe these subs will bring some energy. But that's Eliane and Merrill both off the pitch now. At 30 minutes, I think they probably had capped game time due to them playing on Saturday. But I'm excited to see what Hannah McMahon can do. Same with Audra. I know they're big attacking players, so we'll see what they can bring.
Yeah, Exeter have got possession now, and they're carrying up with their backs actually, but really good tackle there from Alex Stewart to nullify any sort of attacking threat there. But another great carry by Exeter to really puncture up. I think that she's the 8th for Exeter, really strong carry, sniped by the number 9 there. Ball, really great hands from the Exeter back line actually.
Shame she didn't give that one more there. I don't know if you can see on the live stream at this angle, but they had players outside, and she just chose to take the ball in there. I think Exeter are doing well to have options there, but they sometimes need to maybe just give the ball. But yeah, they're doing some brilliant carries, so I can understand that decision completely.
Penalty there for Edinburgh. I think it's in at the side of the ruck there from Exeter. So hopefully they can capitalise on this. And a wee score before half time would really lift spirits going into the changing rooms. Although they don't go into the changing rooms to stay on the pitch, but you know.
Freezing your socks off outside at half time, definitely not one of my fondest memories at Edinburgh University. Oh, I just think Holt. Oh,
another penalty there for Edinburgh. They're really managing to work their way up the field here now. Another quick tap though, not looking to use their set piece, but looking to use their tempo and pace into the game. Small fumble there from Abby, but picked up well by Holly, who's now looking to offload the ball to Natalie. But she's no ball stays in. Ball stays in. Edinburgh have possession.
Yeah, Natalie's done really well there just to pop that ball back inside before she got taken out of the game. I think, wanting to keep going, wanting to keep the momentum on their favour. And I think Edinburgh wanting to use their fitness here as well. As you said earlier, like they're not known for being the biggest team. But I think they're definitely a very fit and fast team, so they're going to want to play with that and keep the ball moving.
A lot of penalties conceded by Exeter. They need to keep up their discipline and be careful, otherwise there might be a yellow card on the horizon if they don't stop infringing.
100% need to work on that discipline. I wonder if that'll be the chat at halftime as well for them, about working on that discipline and just making sure they're not giving away those penalties. They're needless penalties at the breakdown, because they were doing very well at the start to either make that decision very clear, keep their hands out, or win the ball essentially. Whereas now I think there's a lot of third wheels.
It's Ellie Barr into the game for, I think it was one of her first touches on the ball there. Made a really good carry up the wing.
Just a wee bit slow to get up there, hoping she's all right. I think she's up and walking.
Great wee break by Rhea up the middle of the pitch. She sniped the bird down. She's got some real pace. She's looking to offload the ball to Hannah McMahon, the new prop on the pitch. Hannah storming towards the try line. Carrot taken down just before the 5 metre line. Hopefully Edinburgh get a quick ball and move it. I think Natalie's picked it up.
That's Ali Logan there, biggest fan of Edinburgh University, Natasha Logan's dad. He's at every single game.
And you will hear him even if he's not at the game.
Lovely try there from Edinburgh University by, I think, number 8. Nope. By Alex Stewart. Yeah.
Number 7, Alex.
Back row Alex Stewart. So really, really well. Good stretch from her there. I know I couldn't do a one-arm stretch. That was very impressive. Very impressive techers from her. I'm not sure if you see it on the live stream.
That's exactly what Edinburgh Uni will be wanting just before half-time. With 3 minutes left, they really needed to get a try and to kind of lift spirits and boost the confidence. It was really, really started by Rhea and that lovely break in down the middle, pick up from the ruck. As we were saying earlier, one of her major strengths is her tempo and her speed. And it was good follow-up by support to get in there quickly.
I think that's it. I think Edinburgh now, they're, as I said earlier, they're really looking for that tempo. They're looking to play on top, and I think that's where they're strongest, when they can give those offloads and when they can give those tip passes. It's interesting to see Audra, who is a back row, taking the kick, with Eva holding on to it. As we said earlier, very windy.
Interesting holding technique. Oh, she's going down now. I thought she was going to hold there. Might be in the way there a bit, Eva, but no, she's planked on the ground now,
looking down. Which looks very funny. Let me see this.
Get that
She's such a
on
long player.
get on the Instagram.
Exeter looking to charge in again.
Oh, they've started their run. They've been told to stop the referee. Lovely kick from
Lovely.
Audra. A back row that can kick, eh? That is something.
Triple threat.
Although I don't know if you've been watching any of the Allianz Premier 15s, but there's been a lot of forwards doing a lot of kicking, which is nice to see.
I heard we can do it all. Watch out, backs.
We can. There'll be a team of forwards soon. Bear in mind, Ellis and I are in the front row.
Hence the bias towards the front row there. But I think that's necessary. A lot of commentators are pretty hot on the backs, and mix it up a little bit.
The unsung heroes of rugby. You can't even take that seriously, could you?
You're so right. The unsung heroes of rugby are the forwards. Do all the work. What the backs do? Chat about their feelings and score tries.
They get the tries. They get all the tries. They get all the tries. They're in the big box.
Oh, Exeter choosing to go deep and wide there again with their kick, but I don't think it was taken very well. I think we're looking at a knock on there.
Got 30 seconds left of the half, and it's 19-14 to Edinburgh. So a good 5-point buffer there. Need to convert a try to take the lead extra well.
It's definitely going to be good going into the change rooms, as you said. A little bit happier with that. Hopefully some happy faces going into the change rooms. Sorry, also apologies if you can hear the wind on this live stream. We've got our hands currently covering the mic, trying to block the wind.
It's a extra line out just inside the Edinburgh's 22 there, so they'll be looking to replicate that driving maul a few minutes earlier. Unlucky overthrow there from Exeter, but Ciara McCulloch takes that overthrow and passes to Siobhan. Edinburgh have now got some good momentum. There's a slight fumble there, but I think it's gone backwards. Now gone forwards. Picked up by Rhea. Yeah, that's a knock on by Edinburgh there. So it'll be an extra scrum and really good field position for Exeter to hopefully put some pressure on and get their own half-time score. Hope everyone stays tuned for half-time because we will be doing some half-time interviews with some pretty big names in Scottish rugby. So I hope everyone stays on the line for that. It's a nice stable scrum. Exeter managed to get the ball out nice and cleanly, but good carry again from the 8. She's had a really good, strong carrying performance in this first half. She's taken down just before the 10-metre line. Was that some afters going on over there with Ciara, one of the Exeter players, but seems to have resolved itself. Great carry from the 6 again. She's also had a great carrying performance, very physical.
Another good carry there. I think that was from number 7 and a little offload off the deck there to the 13.
Exeter had a penalty advantage though. Tackle off the ball, I think. So they'll be looking to quick tap. I think the 9's quick tapped. She's gone on her own, but she's got support there. I think. It might be held up. Not sure. I think that's held up. Yep, held up. Really, really good defence there from Edinburgh. One of the new rules now, the ball being held up and it being a 22 dropout, really helps that defensive team rather than a scrum 5. Really rewards the defensive team for their effort. So they'll find that nice relieving kick, hopefully.
I think our clock must be a little bit wrong. So we're still playing into the 40-minute mark. So apologies for that. But there can't be much longer left of this half.
A really good take there from the extra number 12. She carries the ball up, but it's taken down well by Evan Cole. A great carry, staying on her feet from one of the extra players.
They're playing with a lot of momentum here, which is good because I think that's what they were lacking at a little bit at the start. So it's exciting to see them just keep playing off each other and keep that fluidity with their movement.
And we've got some really good spacing though. Their defensive line looks solid and they are making their tackles. A nice wee tip there from the hooker to the second row. Continuing to batter away at the Edinburgh defensive line, but Edinburgh holding up strong so far. Looking to move the ball now to the 6.
Yeah, it's space wide there if they can get the ball through the hands, but are they doing it now?
Ball's going wide. A lovely dummy from the 12 there. But she's taken down. Exeter will really be looking to get some points from this amount of pressure.
Yeah, it was some great individual footwork there from the 12. But she definitely had space out wide. I think Exeter could just get it through the hands. They've got a try here. Got the 11 in space here now.
I think that's held up again actually from Edinburgh. some really strong defence from Edinburgh. They're really putting their bodies on the line. There's another 22 drop out. Hopefully they can clear. Is that half time?
Yeah.
That's half time. Edinburgh did really well to hold out there and to absorb all that pressure and hold out Exeter. So it's 19-14 at half time to Edinburgh. As I said, we will be doing some halftime interviews with some really big names in Scottish rugby. So I hope everyone is excited and is staying on the line.
Do you want to do like the camera?
I could hold it.
Yeah.
Just to make it easier.
So when just take the break graphic off and then the camera will come back on.
Okay, or do you want to do the camera? Let's watch down. I just was thinking if it's easier.
Am I still on this?
No, there's a break.
Okay, okay.
Are you gonna chat with me?
I can chat.
Yeah, go.
So it's half time here at Peffermill, and we're here with current Edinburgh University student Kieran Bell and alumni Sarah Donnelly. What did you guys think of the first half?
It's definitely been an intense one. It's been very back and forward, but hopefully this half we can just take like those opportunities we've got, and we've got it in the bag, I think.
Sarah, what do you think will be said at half time?
I think it'll be a continuation of the physicality of the game. The defence has been fantastic from Edinburgh, and I think the attacking, especially from Natasha, and that score from Kira there was fantastic earlier in the half.
Any stand up players for you?
I think in defence, Ella and Clark has been insane. Like those hits been back. I think as a team we're working very well together defensively, but again, Natasha, those big hits, Alex Stewart, big hits coming in from those girls. Hopefully, just keep it up.
Any from Exeter's? Awfully biased performance from you guys here.
Their front row has been constantly working. To be fair, I think the physicality there has been matched by us, which is always a positive. But a wee standout for a player from me as well is Siobhan McGinley. She's also played very well so far. So her and Tash are probably my standout for just now.
Yeah.
They have been everywhere. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
We're looking good.
Yeah,
It's our best side.
So we're here with Ali Logan, who is one of the club mascots, as we would say, Tash's dad, and we're going to see what he thinks of the game so far.
Yeah, so far so good. We're playing with the wind in the second half, so that should help us a wee bit. But to keep the score the way it is, because it's been a tough. Exeter are all up for it because they know they can't afford to get beat. So yeah, they've played really well in the first half. Some fantastic tries.
100%. Yeah.
Great defence down there. That could be the deciding factor. The defence there in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Great team effort. Great team effort.
Brilliant, thank you. And has there been any standout players for you so far, just before we get back in?
No, I have to say everybody's played their part. Everybody's definitely played their part. That's my view anyway.
Perfect, well, thank you
Okay.
very much. Yeah,
Always a pleasure, never a chore.
lovely.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
So that's the second half about to commence now. Edinburgh are out ready to receive a kick, but I think Exeter still in their huddle, probably keeping warm.
I think that's also the referee getting a wee bit of physio tape there. I wonder what the issue is. I think the wind is taking their pieces off. As we've spoken about the climate at Pefferville many times today, the wind is pretty aggressive.
Thank God it's not a pulled hammy or anything like that. He doesn't need any strapping, which is always reassuring to see our referees nice and fit and healthy, ready for the second half. You like that one, Alice?
Sorry, that was just Anne commenting on the fitness and health of the referees. Has just got me there.
I don't know if you've seen in recent games there has been a few referee injuries. Yeah, well that is
Okay.
it's topical. It's topical. I'm trying to bring in topical.
You're absolutely right. That's not something we want. It's never an injury is never nice to see, especially not with the referees.
Because without our officials, the games wouldn't carry on. So we really need them.
So true. Lovely shout out to the volunteers and officials of the game there. So Exeter is shaping up to kick now. It'll be interesting to see if they still keep with that deep kick that they were doing before, straight into Eva's hands.
Ball's going short to Eva again. Good take from Eva. She's been really great under the high ball today, under a lot of pressure.
Absolutely, yeah. And going against Kira there for another hit up in the centres from the forwards.
I don't think there's any changes, but I do think Meryl Smith has come back onto the field at number 10, I believe, with Abby Bruce coming off. I'm not sure if that's a injury change or a tactical change there, but it's good to have Meryl back on the pitch, pulling the strings at number 10.
Yeah, she's a great puppeteer, I think. She's really good at that game management, as we said before, with her kick out to give them a rest.
And Eliane back onto the field again. Hopefully continue with her dominant carries and tackles.
Little bit of a rogue passer from Meryl, but she did very well to get it away with the opposition right in her face, so it was really good. A lovely miss pass out to Ellie Burr. Unfortunately, just dropped in height at the end there, so it'll be an Exeter line out.
Unlucky girls!
I can hear Ali, the tones of Ali Logan there, pacing up and down the side of the pitch, following play. He's absolutely outstanding.
He is outstanding. He's a legend of the sport. At every single game, he's always shouting. So yeah, we shout out to him. Another shout out to him after his halftime interview.
I also love his unbiased. He did unbiased kind of views, like who's your stand-up. Didn't say his daughter.
No, of course not.
Another maul there from Exeter. They were got a lot of success for it in the first half. So, but it seems to be well kept out there by Edinburgh.
Yeah, and you can see the hooker's got the ball on the inside there. I wonder if she's. Oh, I was about to say I wonder if she's setting up for a peel, but then they started getting a bit more momentum. So I think they're using that maul, keeping it going. Although it's stopped again by Edinburgh. They've chosen to go with the backs there, I think. The nice carry in the centre from the 13, 12? From the 12.
Exeter creeping into the Edinburgh half now. Managed to get the ball to an edge. See what they can do off the edge. Big carry up by the forwards. A wee show and go there.
Edinburgh's line speed seems to have dropped off slightly, especially coming off an edge. They've got a real opportunity there to get up in their faces, but I wonder if they're picking connection over speed there.
Oh, an error there by Exeter, which gives the ball possession back to Edinburgh with a scrum. That's quite a relief for Edinburgh because I think Exeter are making some good meters up the pitch, but they'll be quite lucky to have forced that error.
Yeah, and it's exciting to see. So Eliane's back on as well, so that's a little bit of experience coming back into that scrum. So exciting to see if they can keep that really low and make a dominant impact here.
I I think the scrum's just gone down there, but the ball's available and Rhea plays it at the back to Merrill. Merrill again with a wee show and go, looking for that offload, getting one arm free, but takes the ball to deck. Looking to play again with Rhea. A nice good carry up there from Alex Stewart. Again, met with some physicality from the extra 13.
I think Edinburgh are a wee bit flat here. I think they could do really well by getting a little bit more depth in their attack and resetting faster. Just give them more options.
To be fair, Merrill's just put in a lovely, lovely kick. That was something we were. I think that might be a 50-22.
Did it bounce?
That was something that we were asking for in the first half, so I think they must have listened to us and used that bit of Merrill's to exit and release some of that pressure.
Yeah, so it was straight out, so it'll be an extra ball. But yeah, lovely territory gain. Great game there from Merrill. We'll see what Exeter do here. They've done quite a few mauls now. It's been quite successful for them, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here in their 22. Here, they've done quite a few mauls now. Shaping up now for an Edinburgh scrum. See if they can hold that platform. I think last time it went down, so I think they'll be looking to keep that up, keep it stable, and give Rhea a good platform to get the ball away to Merrill. Nice, much more stability that time, which is something they'll definitely been looking for.
Really good platform for the backs to play off. A lovely wee loop there from Merrill. Holly get her hands on the ball. Does well to stay on her feet. Another wee offload there from Holly and back to Ellie Barr. Steps back inside and is lucky to get that offload away there to Abby. A lot of good support lines running from Edinburgh just off the shoulder. Always seems to be someone there, like unspoken communication between the backs there.
Yeah, it was really good from Ellie to get that ball back inside. I think she was well aware that she wasn't going to get round. The extra had covered that really well, so she was trying to get her ball back to the support, which is just really great. It's exactly what you're looking for. It's a penalty there to Edinburgh. Rhea's tried to go fast, but I think the referee's wanting to slow the game down and take it. Oh,
He's having a word there with the captain. Maybe too many infringements from Exeter there. If they continue this, there might be a card shown. I don't know if he's showing a card now, actually. Nope, just a warning, just a warning. I think Hooker's gonna have a word with her team there to try and to keep discipline up because they won't be conceding any silly yellow cards or penalties.
absolutely. I think there's been a lot of penalties this game from Exeter, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a card after the next couple. But yeah, another same from Rhea there, just a tap to get the game going again. Nice carry, I think, from Eliane. And again from Eva, just taking that step back on the inside there towards her support, which was good. Unfortunately, holding on though. I don't think the support was in fast enough, so that'll be an extra penalty, which is a shame. We're getting good continuity there. I think Edinburgh just need to be careful and make sure that inside players over faster to stop Exeter targeting those rucks. Their jackals are really on point today, I think. Ball doesn't go out, and it's collected by Shiv. Lovely carry.
Yep, that's Natasha Logan there carrying up the ball. She's hit well though by the Exeter defence. The ball is slowed down a little bit. Rhea playing away to Eva there, who makes a really good break up the wing there, breaking a couple of tackles and managed to get the ball away to Siobhan. They've got some momentum now, so they're playing off 10. Again, get the ball up to Natasha Logan, who crashes up the middle.
Siobhan's support lines today have been so good. Like, she's always on that inside shoulder waiting for a break. And I think that was great there that she anticipated Eva getting that break and managed to collect the ball from her offload.
That's a really, really great steal there from the Exeter prop, winning that ball back for her side and allowing them to play away. Good transition though from Edinburgh Uni. Holly McIntyre making a really big hit there. They managed to transition from attack to defence really fast, which is a key in these sort of areas. Oh, the ball was shipped ahead and touched down there by Exeter, but very close from Uni to score there.
Going to wander over and ask Josh to move so that we can see that side of the pitch.
Perfect, thanks Ellis. I think that's going to be line I think it's going to be a 22 dropout because it was touched over the line there. Oh, no, penalty. Yeah, 22 dropout, sorry. Exeter looking to clear their lines here. Found some grass there. That's a really good kick from the Exeter team there. Found some grass bounce, so it will be a line out just within the half of Exeter. Managed to release some pressure there.
Lovely, yeah, it was a really good kick from her. Again, relieving pressure, as you said, especially in the wind.
They'll be looking to put a pod up here and contest this line out, make Edinburgh fumble and hopefully try and regain possession. Oh, they've done exactly that. A really great steal there from Exeter. Some missed timing from Edinburgh, and Exeter won the ball back.
Choosing to hit up there from the forwards, although she's quite isolated. But yeah, her supports managed to come in despite Polly's attempts at a jackal there.
I think Merrill's actually stolen that ball. Don't know how she does that, but she's managed that.
Yeah, just a little rip in the tackle, that's another thing. And hands from our prop, Eliane.
Oh, they're not happy with that decision. The referees called it forward. A couple hands thrown in the air by the Edinburgh players, but I think ultimately it was forward.
Yeah, I would agree. Although, do you know what? Great from our front row players to get hands on ball and get the ball through to the backs. It was unfortunate there for Eliane that was forward, but hopefully see a bit more of that throughout the game to put our wingers in space. Because I'm sure the Exeter were expecting a big ball carry there from Eliane, and that was not what they expected as a pass. So they would have been a little bit stuffed if that had gone as planned.
I think that's something both teams are doing well. The ball skills from both sides is really high today. It's nice, good conditions, like I said, not wet, so the ball is nice and dry and it's moving quite quickly. But Exeter have won their scrum there, and there's a big break up the middle. A great fend from the second row, staying on her feet really well, allowing time for her support to get there.
I think that was 3 players she managed to get off her before finally getting taken to ground there by Nally.
Some really good momentum there for Exeter. She's getting really good tip lines, some hard carries. Edinburgh contesting hard at the breakdown, but having no success so far.
And brilliant work right there from Exeter, reloading that number 4. I think now had her hands on ball 3 times within those 4 phases. So they're definitely working hard to reload in the middle and have those big carries.
Yeah, they're doing very well to play on top of Edinburgh and keep that momentum going as Edinburgh are coming back on side there, disjointed, and there's a penalty there. So that's a silly penalty for Exeter to give away as they were making some really good gain line. I think that's been the story of the day for Exeter, giving away those penalties. But Merrill's taking a quick tap. She's taken down just in the 20, just past the 10-metre line.
Nice carry there from Edinburgh. I'm hoping that they're looking to play on top here again. Some big carries, set a platform there for the backs to do what they do and have that lovely continuity that they had earlier.
Yeah, ball slowed down a little bit. I think that's due to the extra defence really soaking those tackles and sapping the energy out of the Edinburgh attacking line.
Nice.
Good carry there from Meryl Smith.
Yeah, she's good with her feet, I think. Meryl's a real attacking threat at 10 as well as moving the ball. She likes to get a wee bit of the action with the carries herself, I think, which is actually a really big strength for this Edinburgh side.
Again, she gets her hands on the ball. Lovely inside line
ball
there from Siobhan. Fumble. Unfortunately, knocks the ball on there after quite a good take. I don't know if you saw head coach Shanks jumping in frustration there because that was a very lovely passage of play, which led to an error, unfortunately. I think the whistle's been blown. It was a knock on there. So it'll be a scrum Exeter. But again, if you look at where Edinburgh are based on the pitch, they are really putting pressure on Exeter. No scores this second half. So I think it'll be first team to score will be a really big decider on the winner of the game.
100%. I think you need to get that first score on the board to get your head into it, and sort of keep proving that you're on top. Obviously, Edinburgh are still ahead, and we're over 10 minutes into the second half now. So hopefully there'll be a score on the board soon for one of these teams, so that we can get kicking on with the game.
Edinburgh's game, I think it was last week against Cardiff Met, went right down to the wire. It was also live streamed, went down to the wire with a kind of yo-yoing between who was ahead, but they managed to stay in the fight and score in the last few minutes of the game. So this Edinburgh side can really play the full 80, which I know Exeter can as well. So I guess it'll be a battle of the fitness about who can last the full game.
100%, yeah. I don't know if you can see this scrum here with the coaches just standing in front, but it's looking pretty stable, which is good. I think that's what both spoke too soon. Edinburgh just near enough walking over Exeter there. It was a lovely pass though from the 8, nearly a fumble, but she managed to keep the ball.
Exeter still have possession, carrying the ball up with their forwards.
And I think Exeter are doing the same here as Edinburgh were doing, where they're just trying to play. Oh, lovely interception from Meryl Smith to dot down the try there. I think, that's that called as a try. That was a lovely interception, brilliant read of the game. And as we were just about to say, I think Exeter made the mistake of trying to play too much in their 22, and Edinburgh have capitalised and made that score.
That is a bit of a Meryl Smith special. That intercept try there. She does love them.
She does love it. And you see Captain Sarah Denham dancing now on the left hand side. Just pretty pleased, I think, with that score from Meryl Smith at 10.
Despite being in her boot, she may be a bit careful. The whole physio's not too nearby, and isn't seeing that. But yeah, you can see by the celebrations how much that meant to Edinburgh Uni there. A good amount of sustained pressure, come away with points. I think that's Eliane coming off the pitch again. She's putting a really good shift today. Some really hard ball carries, defensive tackles, and great scrums. So she should be proud of her performance today.
It's her birthday tomorrow. Eliane's birthday tomorrow, actually, so that's a nice little birthday present for her, playing so well in this game. I think, cap game time due to her playing on Saturday, so she'll be definitely pleased with that. Now Meryl's shaping up for this easy kick. Will it be easy for her, though? Commentator's curse again. We'll see. Love how I'm saying easy kick as if I can kick. And she's done it. Well done.
You know what? I'd back you.
I think that might be Meryl coming off as well.
She's taken a couple of kicks in front of the post, and she's like, I'm done.
Yeah, absolutely. Done
No,
enough.
I'm kidding. She has she's been a vital part of Edinburgh scores today. She's carried the ball, moved the ball well, kicked well. So she's been a performance to be proud of today.
100%, yeah, a very key player for Edinburgh there. But I think who is coming on then for her? I think that'll be Abby back
Kick
on.
again to Eva. She takes it well under the high ball. The ball's slowed down there a bit by Edinburgh, taken up by Kieran McCulloch there, number 8. She's pushed backwards though by the extra prop, but she's rolled in the wrong way. They got advantage to Edinburgh for not rolling away. It's unlucky by the extra prop there. Again, Exeter need to roll away a bit quicker. They're going to concede another penalty. Oh,
lovely offload. And again, Edinburgh's offload game today has been absolutely unbelievable. Like, that was 2 really great offloads, and they've went from being nearly in their own 22 to being over the half, which is really great. Although, unfortunately, quite a big hit there.
Yeah, that's that. The momentum slowed down a little bit. A really great hit from the extra number 7 to drive back Alex Stewart, or Jess McCulloch, sorry.
Yeah, I think Alex she's limping up there. She's taken a knee, unfortunately, so that doesn't look too great for Alex. Hopefully, it's just something small, but she is currently down.
Extra prop looks like she's also taken a couple injuries. I wonder if the referee will look to stop the game so those players can be attended to. But Alex does look like she's in a wee bit of pain there. He stopped the game now. That's good. I think Kirsty Martin looks like she's coming onto the field to take Alex's place. Kirsty brings a really big energy from the bench. Really great tackler. She plays a lot of touch rugby as well, so she's very quick, very good with her feet. An all-round sports person, Kirsty is.
Absolutely. Kirsty is actually my flatmate and has retired from rugby, I think, 3 times. So it's really great to see her back on the pitch. I think great player to watch.
Just shows you the allure of the game, though. That she's retired 3 times. It is. She can't keep her away.
Can't stay away. She sees us playing. She just thinks that's it. I need to get back into it. It's perfect. But yeah, I'm excited to see her. I think she'll be coming on the back row there for Alex, which is hopefully she's all right. But she's just gonna get checked over by the physio.
I think that's the extra number 22 coming on. Number 22 being, I think her name's Hannah Titcombe. I don't know who she's come off for, but Alex Stewart's just making her way off the pitch now. I think she came on for the 10 actually. So the extra 10's come off. Ellie Cunningham's just come off the pitch. So Alex coming off there, she's also putting a really good shift. A lot of hard carries.
Absolutely. Alex was another one of the players that played at the weekend, so I wonder if it's just a little bit much for 1 week, playing a lot of game time. So we've got a scrum here to Edinburgh.
Yep.
Well,
Exeter get a wee shove on, but Edinburgh, managed to get the ball at the back, giving the ball to Natalie Roberts there, crash at the middle, but she's well met by the Exeter defence.
The big hit.
Still managed to recycle the ball, and Edinburgh managed to keep possession. This Edinburgh Exeter malarkey is quite difficult. It's a bit of a tongue twister.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister, definitely. I think again Edinburgh need to realign here. I think they're very narrow. Unfortunately, we've just got a little bit of a knock on there.
Just keep you updated with the score. It's 26-14 to Edinburgh, so they've got a bit of a healthier lead now. So we've got a healthier lead, a little bit more wiggle room to maybe try some new things, yeah.
Hopefully, this is exciting for players coming off the bench. Quite a healthy amount of game time for them. So hopefully they can bring that energy and put on a bit of a show. Unfortunate mishandle there from Exeter because they were numbers up. I think we had a soft defence going there from Holly McIntyre and her inside player. So that was well defended and yeah, unfortunate from Exeter because they did have that 1-up number.
Yeah, so Exeter have possession, are working their way out. They're going back blindside with their number 23, I think. Rhea contesting hard, those breakdowns again, but unsuccessful with the turnover there.
I think because Abby's moved into the 10 position, we've got Holly McIntyre in the backfield now at 15, so be exciting to see. She can make some big hits from that position.
Yeah, give her some space and she'll make a line break, so we'll see what she can do from back there.
Lovely hit there, but unfortunately just slipped off from Polly, giving the Exeter number 2 a little bit of space to move.
Exeter looking to move the ball wide, but again, just that last link pass seems to be going to deck. I think if Exeter can resolve that, they can get some really good into space, but they're just that last pass seems to be not going to hand at the moment.
Nice hit there from Jess McCulloch and I think Abby working together.
Exeter have gone back by another big hard carry from the second row. She's dragged down though by Natalie Roberts. Exeter's ball a little bit slower now. Probably just looking to hit up the middle, gain some momentum, and then look to play it wide. 9 going for a wee snip. It's a great line from the number 23 there. She looks like she's going to get there. She's got the gas, but it's an excellent tackle from Holly McIntyre. That looks like a knock on actually from Exeter, but the referee's not seen it. Exeter managed to recycle the ball. A big crash from the number 3 there. Oh, he's blown time though.
I think he's going to ask his assistant referee there whether or not he thought that was a knock on. It was a lovely tackle from Holly McIntyre in the backfield, just stopping that break, which was really good because that was almost a certain score. But yeah, it was a lovely break from the number 13, I think, Naomi.
I think it's 23.
Oh,
Buchanan.
God. Okay, not what I thought.
It's hard to see from our angle, but I do think it was number 23. Despite it was a lovely break from the Exeter there.
Oh, he's called the knock on there. So that's really unfortunate for Exeter, but well done from Edinburgh University there with that cover. They got back really quickly after that initial hit from Holly, and they've really kept them out here. So we're going to have a scrum to Edinburgh.
Exeter should be looking to put some big pressure on the Edinburgh scrum. As with the replacement props on, they'll be looking to really put them under some pressure and try and force an error here so they can get back possession.
Yeah, wondering if Edinburgh have a kicking option here. As we said earlier, the wind's really picked up, so it'll be interesting to see how they deal with this.
Exeter have managed to win that scrum back though, and it's taken by the number 14. She's run straight into some Edinburgh. I think she's held up there actually. They'll have to release her. Exeter looking to get over the line, not be held up. They have been held up a few times, so they keep ploughing away at that line. Edinburgh will need to roll away there.
I think with Exeter's slow ball, they keep picking at the first defender, and I think Edinburgh are doing really well to completely nullify that. So they need to maybe start pushing out wider. But this might be held up again.
Yeah. I think if Exeter are going to keep doing these pick and goes, they're going to really need to lower their height. Although I think it was held up by Rhea, so she is lower to the ground than most. But I do think they're going to need to drop their height
and get outside that defender. So they're running right at the most set person in the line there. I think that ball carrier really needs to keep low and hit outside that second defender so that they're on a weaker shoulder. Because right now they're running into our strongest defence from Edinburgh.
Edinburgh kick doesn't go out and is collected by the number 14 who beats a couple defenders. Great land on ball, although I think 20s, hands were on the floor there. Great carry by the Exeter prop again, getting some real momentum now. Exeter will really be needing to get some points from this. And he's called up. He's called something. I think it might be a few injuries. The Exeter 14, Harriet Bond, she's been playing really well. I think she's had a couple of nice wee breaks. She's managed to evade a couple of tackles as well, so she's had a pretty good game so far. And when the 23s come on, Buchanan, she's also had a really good impact off the bench.
Yeah, straight off the bench into a line break. It's what you want, isn't it? That's the kind of energy you want to bring, and you want everyone to feel energized by your presence on the pitch. And I think the subs for Exeter have definitely done that. They've brought a full new energy to that squad. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here and who the next scores from.
It's an 8 pick from the back of the scrum from Exeter. It's taken down though by Kirsty Martin from Edinburgh. Again, Exeter number 7 carrying the ball again.
Lovely tackle there from Tash Logan.
He's blown the whistle again. Not sure what that's for just yet. It'd be lovely if we had a referee mic so we could hear what he's saying.
Yeah, unfortunately, not the best view from down here, so apologies.
Edinburgh really needs to be careful
Offside,
here.
I
That's
think.
the second penalty they've given away. He'll be looking at a card if there's any more infringements in this 22.
100%. I think Edinburgh are just getting a little bit excited in this defence.
Oh, she's knocked that on.
Oh,
Oh, that's really unlucky from the Exeter captain there, and knocking that
disappointed
ball
with
on. She's had a really good game as well so far, so I think that's a bit of a let off for Edinburgh actually. But they'll really need to win the scrum and get the ball back.
100%. We've been in this situation before with Edinburgh where Exeter have just stolen that scrum, so they're going to need that stable platform, get the ball to Ria, and then hopefully find a way to exit from there. So yeah, they definitely need this platform to keep possession.
A good shove there from Exeter. But Edinburgh managed to retain the ball. Are looking to move it with Natalie Roberts taking the ball up in the middle of the field. Probably looking for another phase through Hannah McMahon. I wonder, she is really well tackled though by the Exeter. I think she's not rolling away though, but referees, ball's available, so not called that. Audra's again our kicking option. She's I think again taken. Oh, that's a knock on, but she's offside, so it's a penalty to Edinburgh.
That was extremely well done from Audra to get that away. She had a player right in her face and she still managed to get the ball to boot, which is ideal. Quick tap, interesting decision from Edinburgh there. It was well taken by Kira and a good run up the field, but they really need to get the pressure relieved here. Another great carry from Eva Donaldson there.
Abby Bruce moving the ball.
Lovely.
A good tackle break there by Audra, I think. A woman of many talents.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Audra was maybe a back in her past life.
Yeah. Running a little bit lateral there, Edinburgh, and getting pushed behind the gain line by the front row duo.
Eva choosing to do a wee tip there, which was ideal. We had Tasha Logan running onto the ball, so I think that was a good decision from her. And we got an out the back play to number 10, Abby.
Wee pirouette by Siobhan McGinley. Maybe a dancer in her past life.
Maybe. We got ballet.
Oh, another sight from Ria. A wee dummy and Ria's away. She's tearing up the middle of the field, but taken well. We need to get there in for support. They're going to get a turnover. I think hands are on ball there from the Exeter 23 again. Buchanan, she's had a really, really good game since coming on.
That was really unfortunate for Edinburgh there. I think they just couldn't get support quick enough. As we said, Ria does bring a big tempo, and sometimes I guess players are just not quite there. But that was a brilliant run from Ria. It's a shame they didn't have that support, but hopefully, they're switched on to that next time she makes that break. They'll have someone there.
That ball's just made touch there from Exeter, so there'll be a line out. I think that's Ran McPherson coming on off the bench for Edinburgh for Eva Donaldson. Again, another big shift from Eva. Some great carries. And she's still looking energised, sprinting off that pitch though, doesn't she?
I know, ridiculous fitness from Eva Donaldson. She's another one that played, I think, 80 minutes at the weekend and then has come on and played, 60 minutes here. She was captain at the weekend, captain again today. She's a real force for the Edinburgh side. Interesting to see what Exeter do here. They've done a lot of mauls, a lot of balls in the middle of the line out, which has been really impressive in this win, so we'll see if they do the same again. Yeah, another ball to the middle, but unfortunately they've missed it and it's been picked up well by Siobhan McGinley, who's thankfully got the support there.
Edinburgh needs to be careful not to get isolated. They're having a lot of one-up runners, so I think they just need to make sure they stay connected in their pods.
Got numbers on outside here, Edinburgh, so that was a lovely miss pass from Abby.
Oh.
Unfortunately, not able to get all the way out to the wing, but that was well held by Polly. By Audra, sorry about that. Nice, another little pirouette from Holly, obviously a dancer in her past life as well.
A lot of dancers in the squad.
We've got a
isn't
few
there?
of them. Although it's doing well, they're good ball carries.
I think Edinburgh are a bit guilty of running a little bit laterally. I think we need to get a bit more depth and be a bit more direct. Like perfect from Kirsty Martin, actually. A lovely step back off her right foot and making some gain line.
I think that was her first touch of the ball since she came on, and a very good one at that.
Exeter defensive line does look strong though. Holly McIntyre managed to get to an edge, but Hannah Spears is well met by the Exeter double tackle. Lucky to keep the ball in there.
Yeah, shame we can't see Hannah Spears in a little bit of space. She's got great feet and really good pace, but unfortunately, she's just been eaten up by Exeter here. They've got a really good drift defence on her there.
Edinburgh looking a little bit disorganised. And the Exeter line, Hannah maybe needs to run. It's a good carry from Hannah initially. But Exeter defence holding up strong. I think Exeter have had a few front row replacements now come on. I think the props have been swapped and they've had their replacements come on. Again, Hannah with her hands on the ball. She's getting through a lot of work early on.
Absolutely, it's that realigning. It's so crucial, and Edinburgh are doing it quite well now. To organise quickly and get reset. I think that was Hannah 2 carries in a row. Although she now looks to be down.
Oh no, she's back up.
She's back up. Never mind.
She's taking a rest.
Oh
no, she's back down.
again.
She's back down. Okay, she seems to be in a bit of pain here. She's I think she has got some knee pads on, so I don't know if she's got an issue with her knees. But physio's giving her some treatment. Oh, very well tackled there by Exeter.
Yeah, that was a great tackle.
I
That
think
was
that
number
was
7 again.
Again, another great tackle off Kira. I think they need to move their feet a little bit more rather than running straight into people.
I think 100%. Edinburgh, I was just saying that they had really great alignment, but unfortunately, as I said, that commentator's curse again, their alignment then got a little bit lazy. That's number 17, Matilde, coming on for Hannah. I think she'll also be excited to get a healthy amount of game time. She get 20 minutes here, which will be great to see what she can do.
Oh, that's Holly McIntyre just getting some chat from Coach Claire Cruikshank there. Sorry, tongue twister. During the break, as Hannah McCannon's making her way off. McMahon looking in a little bit of pain, limping off. Hope she's okay for the continuation of the season. But
yeah, that's a shame for her. She was having a really good, she had a really good 20-minute bout there where she was just carry. So it's a shame to see her have to come off because of injury. Hopefully, as you said, she'll be all right for the remainder of the season. I think she has had some issues with her knees in the past, so hopefully it's just a little bit of stiffness and she can kind of get back to it. It's got another scrum here, as Exeter scrum. Exeter have been really dominant in this half with their scrums, so it'll be interesting to see if Edinburgh can put up a fight here. Really stable there from Exeter, and well picked from the 8. They've got numbers on here if they can get the hands out wide. Lovely handoff there, and taken to ground by Abby Bruce there, number 10. A little bit of off the ball action there from the 23 and Holly McIntyre. Hopefully not a continuation, more fights later.
Exeter looking to give the ball to the backs now. 13 taking the ball at the middle. Ria's really contesting hard at those breakdowns. Edinburgh do look a little bit narrow in their defence. Ellie Burt is left out there marking a lot of people. If Exeter can get the ball wide, I think they'll have a lot of space. They don't want to carry out the middle again, but they've gone the ball now. Hopefully they can. Good tackle from Kirsty Martin on the number 8 there. And then really good contestant the breakdown from Tasha Logan. Ria's off on her bike again. Another great offload. If they can keep the ball in here, I think unlucky there from Edinburgh. Exeter managed to drag Kirsty Martin into touch, but that was a really nice turnover and break from Ria Clark there.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Kirsty just couldn't get her hands away. She had support either side, but I think Exeter did really well there to wrap up the ball. But we're going to come back from the scrum for the extra knock-on that led to that turnover. So we'll see if Edinburgh can keep a stable platform here and just sink a little bit lower. We want to stop that Exeter team getting underneath and popping them back. I think that's where they're going wrong there. So hopefully a stable platform for Siobhan and Ria to try and get the ball out.
Yeah, Ria's looking really lively. The whole game really a big threat, attacking threat for Edinburgh. So I think they'll be really looking to try and nullify her, but they have been unsuccessful as of yet.
100%, and it would be really great if we could see our wings Hannah and Ellie in a little bit of space, because they've been looking like brilliant threats. Unfortunately, they've just not got the ball in enough space. It'd be really good to see that in the next 20 minutes or so. I am aware that I've just said 20 minutes or so, and there's actually 8 minutes left, I think, on our clock. So I think we're maybe slightly wrong, maybe 15 minutes.
Time flies when you're having fun, though, Elsie.
So true, huh?
So another reset scrum here. Hopefully we can hurry the game along and get this ball in and get the ball out.
Get a little bit more ball in play. Be good.
So that's a good engage there from Exeter. They're looking to get a big drive. They've really got underneath the Edinburgh team, but Edinburgh managed to get the ball away and are looking to ship it wide. Audra with a good carry at the middle there.
I've actually just noticed, I think Audra is on as a back today. I was calling her a back row, but I think she was in at 12 there, or 13. So be interesting. Definitely a versatile player then.
Hannah Spears makes a lovely break up the wing there. I think that's one of the first times she's had a hands on ball properly, showing what she can do in the loose.
Oh, and a pop off the deck there. Unfortunately, it didn't go to hand, but I think that was a great idea from Edinburgh to try and get the ball rolling, I guess.
Hannah Spears again with hands on ball, but is taken down well by Exeter. Carried up again by Natasha Logan there. Ball's a little bit slower for Edinburgh. I think there's an Exeter player in the way, but nothing from the referee as of yet.
Lovely, lovely pass from Abby there. That was looking lovely in the air, taken well by Siobhan McGinley. But again, Exeter defence are right up in their face, and they're making this really hard for them. Got a great fold as well. They're getting players on their feet, and they're getting up in their faces.
I think Exeter are looking really in control at the moment in defence, and lacking any sort of a puncture in the defensive line, attacking line. Pardon me.
That's another carry from Tash Logan. Her work rate today has been incredible. She's been everywhere, made a lot of carries and a lot of big hits in defence as well. So sore bodies tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, Holly McIntyre managed to get the ball away, but I think it might have been not went back as a referee. But Exeter competing really hard. I think they've Exeter turned the ball over. Ball's gone into touch. Not sure who by though.
I think that might have come off an Exeter player. Eva Donaldson's coming back on.
That's a penalty to Exeter though. Edinburgh deemed offside. Eva's come on and then come back off again. Did she come back off? No, come back. Oh no, she's doing a wee. Oh, Ria's coming off.
Is Eva going on at the wing? I'm very confused as to what's happening here.
Is she going on at 9?
Oh,
Ria...
I think Eva has actually gone onto the wing here, and Ellie Burr is now at 9.
Wow.
I think so. That'll be exciting for Eva. Get a little bit of positional versatility in her CV.
Get a girl who can do both, winger and second row. To be fair, Eva's got a lot of gas, so I think she'll have no problem at all on the wing there.
Absolutely. If anyone's after the game wants to check out Eva's gas, you can actually go to TikTok, Scottish Rugby TikTok, where she is seen to make an incredible break down the middle of the pitch for the Thistles on Saturday. So I don't think this is actually a position she'll be particularly uncomfortable in. I think this is somewhere she'll be very comfortable and excited to actually use that pace and take a trip down the wing.
Thriving,
absolutely. That's what you call versatility. We've got Audra on the backs, we've got Eva on the backs. Wonder if they had a few injuries in the backs this week. So I think this will be Exeter line. I think this is their replacement hooker throwing this one. So we'll see if they go for that similar middle ball and maul combo that they've been doing for the game.
Oh, unlucky there. Another overthrow there from Exeter, picked up by Siobhan McGinley, who now Edinburgh had the ball.
I think also probably wouldn't have been straight, even if it was caught. So it was good pressure from Edinburgh on the line out. We're getting the ball.
Oh, that's unlucky there from Abby. Ball's just been knocked on, so it will be an Exeter scrum. Just over halfway into the Edinburgh half.
I think big celebrations there from Exeter. They're definitely taking the time to celebrate the small wins here in this game, which I think Edinburgh could definitely do a little bit more of, and get a little bit more energy into the game and into the team, especially in attack. I think they're just lacking that a little bit of something, a little bit of oomph, which would be really beneficial for them. But interesting year to see. Yeah, Ellie Bird 9. We've got Eva out in the backs. We've got Audra out with the backs.
That scrum taken down by Exeter, so it will be an Edinburgh penalty. A really big win there for Edinburgh in the scrums that have been have been suffering. So that was a good one back for Edinburgh.
I wonder if they're going to go for another tap here. Looks like they are, and that's Kira, I think, shaping up to carry there. She's met very well by the... what number is that?
Tight head prop, I think, for Exeter,
Yeah,
who
I
has
think so.
had some absolutely class collisions today.
Absolutely. Ball taken well by Siobhan there, and a nice carry from her as well. She's been another player that's been everywhere today, and been a bit of a menace in the breakdown as well as a brilliant ball carrier. So let's hope that she can reset here and get hands on ball again.
That 9 pass wasn't quite to hand there, and Exeter pick it up and now have possession of the ball.
I think that was unfortunate. Just slipped out of her hands on the way up there. So I think Ellie's needs to warm up into the position. She's back where she belongs at 9. But I think it's been a while since she's played a game there, so she just needs a wee bit of warming up.
So a penalty advantage there, and the penalty given to Exeter for not rolling away at the ruck from Edinburgh. The Exeter looking for a quick tap, actually taken up by the back row, and now the front row taking it into contact. Hopefully looking to get some quick ball here and chip it wide because they think they do have the space. Test Eva's ability on the wing.
Sorry, we've got a physio in front of the camera here, but that's Exeter shipping it wide. 23's in space again, and she's just punched number 11 Ellie Barr in the face. However, it wasn't picked up by the referee, so that's good news for her. And another carry there by an unknown number in the Exeter team.
Exeter do have advantage. I'm not sure what for, if it's for offside or a high tackle, but Exeter edging closer to the line, looking to get some width on it. Slight fumble there, but I think the props managed to held on to. I think that's going to be held up over the line. They will go back for the penalty advantage.
Interesting.
I think there's going to be a card here to Edinburgh. Not sure I think it might be to Holly or Abby.
Yeah, not sure who's coming off with the card there, but there was definitely a card shown. Ellie Barr? No.
I think it's number 13, Holly McIntyre. Oh, Jess McCulloch. Sorry, we were completely wrong. It is the prop, Jess McCulloch.
I wonder what that was for.
Quick tap there by Exeter, replacement number prop 17. I think that could be knocked on.
Yeah, I think could have been knocked on, but also could have been a try. So
Yep, knock on.
yeah, knock on there from Exeter. Good that the ref's using his touch judges there for a little bit of help on that. I think that's what's a really good thing about this league. We've got three a refereeing team of 3, and that's been really helpful. On comes Eliane again, because obviously we've got a yellow card in the scrum, so I wonder who'll be coming off.
She's really been resurrected a number of times in this game today.
Siobhan McGinley coming off there for the scrum.
No time to cool down. Back on. But yeah, Siobhan McGinley coming off for that yellow card. Eva will now be moving back from the winger into the second row.
What a day for Eva. Playing everything. She's doing very well.
Shall we put her at 10 next?
Maybe. I think she'd be fine.
And back her. It's a pretty dominant scrum there from Exeter. I think they managed to win possession, and it's picked up and it's scored, I believe. Yeah, the try has been given. I didn't quite see who scored that, who jotted that down there for Exeter, but they're rushing back to try and get a couple more tries on the board before the game's finished.
Yeah, I think our clock currently shows 40 minutes. It won't quite be that. We had a little bit of injury time, but there's definitely not very long in the game here, so it'll be interesting to see they're gonna take this kick quickly and try and get back into the game, or if they're gonna leave it there. So it's very much closer now. That Exeter have dotted that down.
Lovely wee drop kick there from Exeter to do that quickly and get the full 7 points, which will be important because even if they don't win the game, they can still get some points for this, losing bonus points. And
26-19 to Edinburgh, so only one try and a conversion in it, but I doubt there's very long on the clock. I just heard someone shouting 4 minutes, I think, so we'll see what they can do. I mean, the games have been won in less time, so you never know. Hopefully not on my biased opinion, but
well, the Exeter will need to gather this ball and be smart about how they exit from their own half here. Edinburgh looking to put some big pressure on them, try and turn it over, and play smart in the last few minutes of this game.
Exeter looking like they're choosing to play again, although Edinburgh are looking very numbers down on the left-hand side here, so this could be an opportunity if Exeter can get a quick ball through the hands and out to the wing. Lovely hit there from Kirsty Martin. I mean, that was brilliant defensive pressure and it completely nullified that possible worry of the Exeter going wide there.
Some good carries up in Exeter, but they really need to get themselves up the field if they want to look like scoring a try.
100%. Edinburgh doing well here to space out, get off the line and make those hits. Although Exeter are definitely they're creeping up, so it's still anyone's game here.
Yeah.
You can hear Eva pulling the girls out wider there, just to keep them honest and keep them numbers on.
Exeter looking to move the ball. They need to be careful here to
Lovely.
not spell the ball. But
Lovely
again,
hit and good line speed from Edinburgh again.
they've got an overlap here. Number 22 making a lovely break, but she's brought down by a combination of Eliane and Kirsty Martin. Numberless player carries the ball up. I'm sorry, we don't have a number for her, but they come back blind. They made a wee snipe. Great tackle by Eliane. Picked up by the number 8 though. They're getting a little bit isolated in the ruck, so they need to make sure they get that support in quick. Again, lone runner for Exeter. They really need to make sure that they're in the rucks.
Edinburgh doing really well here actually to keep that keep the hits heavy, although we do have one player down. So we've got a yellow card for Uni and we also have one player down. So they're currently playing 14v15 and they're doing very well to cover that defensively, although Exeter are now very close.
Interesting decision to kick there. I think when your points, you need a conversion try to win. To kick the ball and without a penalty advantage is a bit risky. But actually they've forced an error from.
Yeah, that's game over.
I think that's game over. Yeah. Is it?
Everyone seems to be running on. Yeah, that's game over.
Game
well
over.
done.
He didn't give his final blow the whistle there, so we're a bit confused. But yeah, that's the game finished 26-19 to Edinburgh there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna hang around for a presentation. But I think a very very interesting game that was, and I ended up.
Thanks very much for joining us today in what was a really, really good game of rugby.
Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. Hope you did, Anne.
I did. Hopefully
Alright.
see you again soon sometime.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be contracted up to be commentators again. Bye.
Bye.